Hello, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm just gonna go to the war room, do some shit. But first, what am I wearing? Oh, technically I'm wearing the thing, but doesn't show up here. Okay, fine. Barrack. Yeah.
Need something?
I have questions about Hawk.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Never mind.
Carry on.
What?
Need something?
Tell me about Corypheus.
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
Investigate. How did you find him?
How did you first encounter him?
A few years back, I was dealing with some trouble from a Carter clan that went rogue. They were sending assassins after the Hawk family. We tracked them to a rune in the Vimarks. It turned out to be a trap. Once you went far enough into the rune, there was a magic barrier that kept you from going back. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful darkspawn.
But it was Corypheus. Why didn't they just kill him?
I've never heard of wardens locking up Darkspawn. Why wouldn't they just kill him and be done with it?
I don't think they could. From what we saw in there, Corypheus can control Wardens somehow. They couldn't attack him. The Wardens locked him up because there was nothing else they could do.
And so you let him out? What is he?
He looks like some sort of blighted creature, but he speaks. What is he exactly?
The Wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a Magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what, more than 1,000 years ago? It seems crazy, but if he's telling the truth, he's one of the people who caused the Blights.
No. You said he should be dead.
You and Hawk both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
Okay.
All right. I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem.
Okay. What's even in here? Climb. There's Solas. Well, I haven't talked to Solas yet.
So much room for whatever was here.
Yes, what is this room? Request for resources on the Fade. Regarding your request, as a noted partner of the Inquisition, Lady Montalier has ensured our contacts are quick to reply. The few titles on hand accompany this letter, with the remaining en route from libraries in Valrario and surroundings. Archivist Bannon. Fate and Spirits Mysterious by Brother... whatever. Book titles. Yes. So I could do something.
Hello.
Hello indeed. Yeah, this is a better shot. Tell me about Corypheus.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhawk. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
I'll ask them too. I'm asking you.
You're a mage, you studied the breach, and you seem to have some idea how a bastard like this might think.
I'm flattered. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
Guess? Well, guess away. Tell about his orb.
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
This elven
As I
artifact.
said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast to destroy the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
The orb is elven? You said?
You said that you believe the orb is elven.
I never would have believed a Devinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
Oh, okay. Oh god, dragons. Why did they become archdemons anyway? What will they do next?
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
Probably try
You
to
shamed
attack
him
us.
when you destroyed Haven. It spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Ole into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
Yes, sir.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo it, as it has done countless fools before.
What is his power base? What power
Can you
base?
tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient Magistars of Devinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
Tell me about yourself, why
I'd
not?
like to know more about you, Solus.
Why?
Do I need a reason?
Why not?
Privacy? Caution? Concern about the direction of this Inquisition once our work is done?
Then don't tell me. I wasn't asking as part of the Inquisition.
I'm sorry. With so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
Why study the Fade? Where have you studied? Do you work with anyone?
Have you always traveled and studied alone?
Not at all. I have built many lasting friendships.
Where are they now?
Spirits of wisdom, possessed of ancient knowledge, happy to share what they had seen.
Oh,
Spirits of
Fade
purpose helped me search.
spirits.
Even wisps, curious and playful, would point out treasures I might have missed.
Wisdom and purpose.
I don't know of any spirits by those names.
They rarely seek this world. When they do, their natures do not often survive exposure to the people they encounter. Wisdom and purpose are too easily twisted to pride and desire.
Oh, those are demon names.
You're saying that you became friends with pride and desire demons?
They were not demons for me.
Meaning?
The Fade reflects the minds of the living. If you expect a spirit of wisdom to be a pride demon, it will adapt. And if your mind is free of corrupting influences, if you understand the nature of the spirit, they can be fast friends.
Okay. Spirits are not your friend. I'm pretty sure he will disapprove of that. Let's just be inquisitive.
You trust these spirits not to possess you the first time you accidentally make a wish?
Do you trust your friends not to turn on you?
Well, yes, but they're people.
Ah, of course.
You know what I mean.
Are people only people because they are flesh and blood? Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
Need a boy to be real? No, not really. Spirits like free will? I'm not arguing this.
I'm certain you have some rhetorical trick ready to counter anything I say.
It's likely. I've had a lot of time to discuss the question with people. Or spirits, if you prefer.
I disproved anyway. Where have you studied?
You said you'd traveled to many different places.
This world, or its memory, is reflected in the Fade. Dream in ancient ruins, and you may see a city lost to history. Some of my fondest memories were found in crumbling cities, long picked dry by treasure seekers. The best of the battlefields. Spirits press so tightly on the veil that you can slip across with but a thought.
Which battlefields?
Any place in particular?
I dreamt at Ostagar. I witnessed the brutality of the Darkspawn and the valor of the Ferelden warriors.
Ostagar.
Sir Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire, and Logain's infamous betrayal of Kaelin's forces.
Ooh, tell me what happened.
I've heard the stories. It would be interesting to hear what it was really like.
That's just it. In the Fade, I see reflections created by spirits who react to the emotions of the warriors. One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire, and a power-mad villain sneering as he lets King Kaelin fall. The next, I see an army overwhelmed and a veteran commander refusing to let more soldiers die in a lost cause.
You can't tell which is real?
It is the Fade. They are all real.
Was he a villain?
What
Or
made
was
you
he
start
just
studying
looking
the
out
Fae?
for his people?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
This sounds dangerous.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits, and how to interact safely with the rest. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
This dude is a ticking time bomb.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was
He's
unable to find
tempting
the areas in
spirits
the Fade.
Why?
to possess him.
First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything new. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interesting.
Is that why you're here?
Is this why you joined the Inquisition?
I joined the Inquisition because we were all in terrible danger. If Corypheus destroyed the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming of the Fade.
Weird but good for you. Sure not.
Well, it's not the worst reason I've heard to go out and enjoy life.
I'm glad to hear it. In truth, I have enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
How so?
You train your will to control magic and withstand possession. Your indomitable focus is an enjoyable side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
Alright, enough of this.
Goodbye.
I wasn't even listening to half a ways. Broken hell, Solus. What do you have to drone on and on? Something up there. Someone took this from me, huh? The rotunds of the can't be bothered. Rotunda and the fresco. The fresco, the fresco. Who's up here? Dorian. Why does his name sound kind of funny?
Isn't it? One moment
Brilliant.
trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
I was enjoying. Should I?
I was distracted. That's all.
Distracted? By my wit and charm? I have plenty of both.
Are you so sure? You're very confident.
How interesting to find someone so aware of his strengths.
I'm a man of many talents. What can I say? I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales.
Really?
But here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
They say the Chantry is lying?
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
You could be lying.
We only know what Corypheus claims to be.
True. He might be a convincing liar, or delusional, or insane.
Maybe
But
all
how
three?
many delusional maniacs are going to have that knowledge? He broke open the Fade. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no. It was us all along. We destroyed the world.
Well, it's not destroyed yet.
Last I checked, the Blights hadn't actually destroyed the world.
Not for lack of trying. If they were more clever, they'd have unleashed something that would really do the job.
Okay,
No
what
one
the
will thank me
hell?
whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
I don't need the thanks.
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world.
Gave your homeland a bad name.
Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
No, yeah, sure, why not? Do do do. Fiona! Oh wait, you. The Veil. Can't be bothered. Fiona!
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now,
You're
yes?
still a prisoner, you know.
I admit, I was worried what being conscripted into the Inquisition would mean, but it's not as bad as I feared. We survived the attack on Haven, and this fortress is secure. It's more than most of us have known for a long time.
There's more to come.
Don't get comfortable. There's more on the way.
Fair enough. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of
Grey
a
Warden?
rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
Investigate. You were a Grey Warden?
You were once a Grey Warden?
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death, but long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They
Really?
tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
Maybe it's just that she stopped dreaming.
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a Warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a Warden.
You started the rebellion.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi, but I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
Gonna get them all killed.
You're not still the Grand Enchanter then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
The circles will return.
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
Yeah, I think they should
Depends on who
return.
the next divine is, and what she offers. They can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
Easy. Take all your magic away. All of it?
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
Everything as well?
I trust everything is well with the mages?
A few malcontents claim you've put us in a new circle, but most are relieved to be safe.
Carry on.
I'll leave you to it.
Before you go, Inquisitor, a question. In
Sure, why not?
after we left, did you perhaps speak with King Alistair? Considering who you are?
He wasn't in the mood to talk.
It's just that I
Yeah.
knew his father, Marek, back when I was a warden.
Okay, are you saying... are you saying... you're his mother? And...
And what? You were hoping that would patch things up with him?
No, it's too late for that. I only wanted to know if he was happy. His father had such hopes for him. Don't mind me, Inquisitor. The concerns of an old woman. Nothing more.
I was pretty sure that King Alistair's father was a mother was servant that later died. Can't be bothered reading books. Sorry. Who the fuck are you?
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns.
I'm
You'll
so
find
dark,
my
can't
skills
see.
are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You replaced Minerve. Minerve. Pretty sure I saved her. Reviewing the last footage. It's like, wait a minute.
You are taking over the duties of Minave?
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
What is she
Oh,
doing?
I wasn't told.
you're tranquil.
You were made tranquil.
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I
Yeah, they
remember
can't handle
doing
magic.
it through time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
What are your abilities?
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
Ah, poor tranquils. Maybe I'll find a way to restore you.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Not
Not the
optimal
magic
due
part,
to
but
the
you know.
facilities. Skyhold should be improved.
They're kind of
Or
like
our efforts will
lobotomized
continue
people.
to suffer.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
I'll return your mind. No, there's more. Let's go up. What's this? Good to share your charges, dear Liliana. I can't be bothered. Nah. Sadler. I can't be bothered.
Sister Leliana will want access to the birds.
Now, of course she does. Find time to close up order.
Cages up here. Quickly.
Wait, what? Did I just detect something? Oh, what's that thing? Liliana! Is this door open? No. Guess I'll talk to you, Liliana. Let's get some good lighting. You'll do.
I'm sorry.
What the hell? Where can come from?
So am I.
What's this?
The names of those we lost.
Oh.
You must blame me for this.
I thought they were, she rejected him. Rejected his love. Now that you mention it.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but why didn't you see that attack coming?
I didn't know what I was looking for. The Red Templars are like nothing I've seen, and the Venatori hide their tracks well.
Yeah.
I
She
keep
should have seen
wondering
it
if I could
coming.
have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid
Bought
to
us.
lose my agents,
They would have died.
and instead we lost Haven.
Oh, we could have lost both. That's true.
More likely, they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway.
You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
They're soldiers.
True. There are soldiers. They'll do what we need them to.
If Corypheus is cold, I must be colder.
Ooh.
War demands sacrifices of us all.
How did she get so much older in that future anyway? Fast travel. Why can't I fast travel? What the Let them out. Walk down these freaking flights of stairs. There's a quest thingy over there. So I'm not sure how to get there. I'm pretty sure it's through here, but it's blocked up. So I'm just gonna go to the war room. To the war room. What's this, by the way? This kettle? Oh, Undercroft. No need to go there. Nope. Not the right door. Someone clean this fucking mess up. I'm sick and tired of jumping over debris for everything. Crestwood. Find the warden. Hey, look at this table. Oh yeah, I got a perk, didn't I? Underworld knowledge. Massage chase method. Rider's posture. Unseated. Healing potions. Okay, knowledge, optimal cutting. Eagle-eyed. Enhanced studies. What these first ones grant better dialogue options, which is pretty much all the game is about. You know, other than the action. History knowledge opens up new dialogue options related to history and chantry. Grants an additional 50% for each codex entry found. Agree. Yes. Oh, what else is there? Switch of training. Court tailoring.
Can you arrange what we discussed earlier, Ambassador?
I found the money. The Inquisition will compensate the families of those we lost at Haven.
Thank you.
Okay, let's check these things. Report ready. Truth or dare, late Celestine. Madam Ambassador, I'll be honored to accept your invitation. I shall make arrangements to pay the Inquisition a visit presently, as I have been most curious to see your organization for myself. Comte Renaud de Mure. Right. True successor in Leeds. Commander Cullen, my husband informs me that I have your Inquisition soldiers to thank for the timely intervention that protected my carriage from an attack by bandits not long ago. The roads are indeed dangerous these days, and as the Duchess of Leeds, I will do my best to improve their safety. Please convey my gratitude to all who helped ensure my safety in these trying times. Yours, Duchess Carolina of Leeds. Ancestral Blade of Leeds. Nice! She'll do nicely. Grand Cleric Iona. Grand Cleric Iona has disappeared thanks to an operative by the name of Argent. While the act cannot be traced back to us, the rest of the chantry is clearly under the assumption that her tirade against the Inquisition is what led to her fate. Unfortunate as this was, we have gained support among the remaining clerics, none of whom wish to be on our bad side. Awesome, that's what I wanted. Fuck you. There's so much shit. Maybe I'll go to Ferelden and see what's here. Search for the hack writer. Struck a bargain with merchant princes. Shadows over Denerim. Disaster in Deep Roads. Acquire the Arcanist. Answer a request from Hasmel. I think I'll do these. Skyhold has incredible potential for runecrafting and mastercraft smithing. If only we had a gifted mind to gain full benefit. The War and the Venatori have claimed many experts, but we have located an Arcanist with great skill and a reputation for humbling first enchanters in both Andrastian and Imperial circles. 2 assassination attempts and at least 1 explosion have made landholders reluctant to allow her passage through their territory. It will take significant effort to bring her from Tantervale, but this Arcanist would be invaluable to the Inquisition. To bar passage, they must know that she's there. They will not. Alliance can overwhelm any concern. The owners where she will travel need only be convinced of the worth of pleasing us. A full retinue. You know, I like stealth. Was this immediate? The Arcanist has been secured despite great cost and the concern of more than a few traditional-minded mages. She waits at meeting of the Inquisitor at Uncroft. Nice. Okay. Oh, 13 minutes. Yeah. Answer a request from Hasmal. Commander Cullen, I understand the Inquisition is working with Redcliffe's mages. I'm surprised someone from Kirkwall would condone any arrangement with them, but it does put you in a position to aid us. Hasmal's circle sustained significant damage during the uprisings. Rather than allow the Lord Seeker, many of our Templars elected to remain and deal with the aftermath. But our resources are limited. Furthermore, we have loyalist mages with us. Hasmal's people would happily throw them to the wolves even though they had nothing to do with the rebellion. As it stands, I fear we may fall in our duty to protect them. I trust you sympathize with our predicament. I humbly request our charges be transferred to the Inquisition. Well, let's see. We can arrange safe passage from Hasmal and let the city's leaders believe they owe us a favor. Hostility toward mages remains, but there are ways to travel without drawing notice. And a few Templars of our own, Hasmal's Templars will be comfortable working with them. You can show a safe passage for the mages. Yeah, do that.
All right.
Try and look for the ones that are instant. It's not instant. Yeah, bloody hell. Struck a bargain with the merchant princes. Inquisitor, the allied merchants of the monarchy of Antiva have inquired whether they can assist us in any fashion. They could provide us with some of the finest goods in Thedas, a powerful boost to our prestige, and spread our influence north. The merchant princes will also attempt to ensnare us in contracts so convoluted that we will be eternally tied to them. If we are interested, we must send our most skilled negotiators. Our diplomats are well respected, and I feel we can come out ahead of the bargain if we are prepared to commit to it. I've chosen a few dozen diplomats to handle the merchant princes. I will, of course, inspect everything we sign myself. Alright.
Let us begin.
Yeah, if I look for those ones that what's the thing? Acquire. If I get those acquire stuff, then those are pretty much instant. Dorian's request. Power for a price. Investigate. Make contact. Liberate. Serpent. Investigate. Job. Friend in Carinus. It doesn't seem like it. I think I'll just do this one was doing before. Leliana. Search for the hack writer. Ruffles. First off, you play a mean hand of wicked grace. Second, the lead you dug up for me on finding this Ballanforth guy in Kirkwall is starting to show some promise. Got my editor to look around for me. She's a coterie boss, so people tell her things whether they want to or not. She tracked down the poor sod carrying the manuscripts out of Kirkwall. This is where it gets weird. The courier is a magistrate, Lord Werner Camring. The coterie won't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Maybe you could have a polite word with him for me, Varric. Magistrate courier, he has to be involved in something else. Let's find out.
Let's see what we have.
Okay, I spent all my shit, and I guess I'm gonna have to do something. Where can I even go? Hinterlands don't need to be there. What's the darkspawn activity? Can't do that. Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. Investigate the western approach. This one sounds good. Recommend 12 to 15. Ugh. Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. An assassin is stalking the Empress. Celine's death would plunge Orlais into chaos, leaving her an easy target for Corypheus. At the Winter Palace of Halam Shirol, Celine is holding peace talks with her rebellious cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, under the guise of a grand ball. Every noble in the Empire will attend, making it the perfect place and time for Corypheus' assassin to strike. We can arrange an invitation to attend, to keep him from destroying Orlais, if we hurry. Yeah, sure, why not?
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding?
Invitation.
At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with the usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala.
The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
Maybe it's not an assassin at all, maybe it's a fucking archdemon. There we go, I've thought about that. Might just send a warning.
Do we need to go to the peace talks? The Empress must have personal guards. We could just warn her she's in danger.
We've made the attempt, but...
It seems that our messages never reached her. Someone intercepted them.
It's better that we don't leave this to chance. If Orlais falls to Corypheus, no land is safe.
Tell me about Gaspard.
What do we know about Duke Gaspard?
He's a
The
beast.
man who would have been emperor. He's Celine's cousin, and was first in line to inherit the throne when Emperor Florian died. Celine outmaneuvered him. She won over the Council of Heralds, who hold authority over title disputes. She became empress, and he a general in the Imperial Army. He's well loved by the troops. He's also a chevalier. Most of their number sided with him when he turned on the Empress.
He was a chevalier?
Aren't the Chevaliers part of the army? Why would they follow the Duke?
Most chevaliers are sworn to serve the crown, but that does not give them faith in the person wearing it. The Empress has tried to improve relations with Ferelden and Navarra. The Chevaliers see her as anti-military. They believe Gaspard could lead the Empire back to the glory of Draken's expansion years.
Oh.
Who is this ambassador?
Military
Briala?
emperor.
An ambassador in name
Or peaceful emperor.
She has organized the elves of Halam Shirol into an underground army. The Empress invited her to the peace talks in a bid to gain the elves' alliance in the war. That would be scandal enough, without the rumor that Briala is a jilted lover of Celine's.
Ooh.
A personal grudge and a network of saboteurs at her command. Promising lead.
Celine had an elven lover.
Wait,
Ooh.
the elven leader is a jilted lover of the Empress?
It's not widely known. Just a rumor whispered among the palace servants a few years ago. If it's true and were to get out, the Empress and an elf. The scandal could destroy Celine's court. Even if a lie, Briala could use it to blackmail the Empress. She has some connection to the throne.
Interesting.
Tell me everything we know about the Empress.
Empress Celine is a renowned diplomat and reformer. She works tirelessly to secure peace for the Empire. Unfortunately, many Orlesians view peace as complacency. She has yet to name an heir, leaving the future of the Empire in doubt if anything happens to her. Especially when the next in line is her cousin Gaspard, who's made few friends on the Council of Heralds.
Celine is surrounded at all times by countless guards, courtiers, servants, and vassals. What better place for an assassin to hide than the Empress's own household?
Gaspard is Celine's heir?
How can Gaspard still be next in line while he wages war against his empress?
The title Grand Duke indicates that he was a prince before the Empress took the throne.
Okay, that's a lot to consider.
You've given me plenty to think about.
With Gaspard and Celine's armies entrenched, we cannot openly march troops to the palace.
My agents will ensure your soldiers get inside. But it must be a few at a time to avoid
I
attention.
don't think I want Celine as empress.
Understood. Just give the word. We'll begin.
Maybe with Gaspard, because, you know. Oh, military. Let's do this. I don't even look at power cost. I just do it. Sarah, need your witty, shitty witty. This is a problem. Should I bring 2 melee? 2 ranged. Because I know Varric is very strong. Cold. Oh yeah, he's a rogue. I don't care about it. Iron Bull, he's tough. Sandra. Maybe Vivian. She's a well suited in a place like this. Not like Sarah, but whatever. Confirm. She might have some interesting dialogue as well. Hardy in Hightown, Chapter 2, Can't Be Bothered. Okay, moving on.